Well, world, it is May 22nd, 2023, and looking out the window at Defiance, it's a beautiful, bright, sunny day. It was about 50 degrees this morning, and I think it's going to be near 80, and should be a really beautiful Monday morning, or Monday, I should say. The devotion for today is entitled Certainly Not by Martha Spong, and Martha bases the devotion upon the book of Acts, chapter 16, verse 37, New Revised Standard Version. But Paul replied, They have beaten us in public, uncondemned, men who are Roman citizens, and have thrown us into prison, and now they're going to discharge us in secret? Certainly not. Let them come and take us out themselves. And then Martha writes, Paul's ministry, as recounted in the book of Acts, includes many close escapes. The verse from the end of chapter 16 may sound like a dramatic call-out, but it's actually the morning after epilogue of a supernatural event. The night before, an earthquake shook the jail, opening the doors and unleashing the chains of the prisoners. Paul and his ministry colleague Silas did not take the opportunity to escape. The jailer was grateful. His fate at the hands of authorities might have been terrible if they had. He took them home and fed them and dressed their wounds. The jailer's appreciation opened the way to a conversion experience for his household, and they were all baptized. We have to imagine that the word got around because in the morning the authorities in town sent the police to order that Paul and Silas be let go. I'm sure they didn't want any more earthquakes. Yet Paul objects. Why should these authorities be able to let them go without saying so themselves? Each time he is offered an easy way out, Paul is clear about his alliances, and he chooses words and actions that honor God's call on his life. The work of telling the truth is as hard now as it was then. Can we challenge Paul's commitment to be allies to the vulnerable and call the authorities to account? Will we? And then Martha's prayer. Holy God, give us courage to be present, to be clear about our commitments, and to speak truth to those in power. Amen. Well, this devotion, a couple of things brings to mind to me is, yes, we need to, when we see injustices in our society or see unjust actions being taken by the authorities, by our elected officials, we need to stand up and hold them to account. And that can be hard sometimes, especially when we're integrated in those systems and are afraid of any repercussions that may occur. But if something going on is wrong and no one else is stepping up, and no one is stepping up, I should say, we need to do the right thing and do that. That's what Jesus did. In fact, you could say that's what got Jesus killed. But he didn't stop stepping up. He continuously tried to make a difference and to change the world and to point out the injustices in our society. And there are, so many of them. Well, I hope you have a good day. I hope you enjoy some of this sunshine, and hope to talk to you again tomorrow.